Good morning, brethren. Blessed is the man who perseveres under trial, because when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. That's what we read in James chapter 1 and verse 12. Blessed is the man who perseveres under trial. I have never watched any of the series I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. But I do know that on that show, they have certain trials that they have to endure. Each of the celebrities is either given or volunteers for a particular trial. I looked it up on the internet and I discovered that one of the trials is having your head enclosed in a plastic see-through box type thing. And in that box, there are spiders and cockroaches and all kinds of terrible animals. And you are to remain in there for a given time, I suppose, while these animals, these spiders, these cockroaches, terrible things, crawl all over your face. You're allowed to wear a pair of goggles, but other than that, you can do nothing. You can't put your hands in to get them off. You just have to stick it out. That is some trial. I certainly wouldn't want to do that. There's all sorts of other trials. I think there's one in which they allow you, or place you rather, in something with snakes, and the snakes actually bite you. Now obviously they're not venomous snakes, but if you had the creeps about snakes, imagine being put into a box or whatever full of snakes and the snakes were nipping you. You had to endure that trial. And only if you endured that trial did you then get the prize, whatever it happened to be, for succeedingly enduring it. The Apostle James says, "Blessed is the man who perseveres under trial." The Christian life is full of all kinds of trials. Things that none of us would choose to have to face or to go through, but which, in the providence of God, and because we live in a fallen world where things are not the way they should be, all of us experience. And the trials can be of all sorts of different kinds. They can be physical, they can be emotional, they can be psychological, they can be financial, it can be trials in relation to relationships in your family, it can be trials with regards to things that are going on in your church, all kinds of trials. And like those who are undergoing the trial in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, when you're going through the trial, it seems as though it's never going to end. It might be that you only have to be in that enclosed hood of perspex with all these bugs and spiders walking around your head for 2 minutes. But if you're in that trial, I'm sure it must seem much, much longer. And you wonder, is it ever going to stop? And sometimes the trials of life are like that. We wonder, is this ever going to end? And it seems to go on and on and on. James tells us that we are to persevere under trial. What the devil wants, of course, is for us to cave in under trial, to turn away from God, to curse God, to abandon our faith. But James says, blessed is the man who perseveres, who keeps on going, who sticks at it when he is going through trials. Because when he has stood the test, that is, having come through all of that, he will receive the crown of life. Our trials will last in one form or another, not necessarily all the way until we get to glory, but certainly intermittently. We will have trials in life, and we are to persevere under those trials. And having stood the test, and having got to the end of the trial period, we will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. What a great and wonderful day that will be. Friend, if you're going through trials at the moment, persevere. Keep going. Keep looking to the Lord. Keep drawing strength from the Lord. And remember, the trial will not go on forever. It will come to an end. And glorify God in the trials that you're facing. May God help you. Have a good day, folks. God bless.